Let's just take a quick look at the Dark Souls board game and check out the miniatures and see if they're any use to D&D. Now, this game is probably not going to go down in price anytime soon, but just in case, I decided to cover this because it does come with a number of really nice detailed miniatures. But again, it's pretty expensive right now, and I wouldn't exactly call these cheap miniatures, but who knows, this game might go on sale someday, so... Or you might be interested in pre-ordering it. Oh look, I lived! Awesome! Anyways, you have two main trays of miniatures, the large miniatures, and then two smaller trays of the medium miniatures, and these things are very well detailed, as you would expect. The bases have a little bit of texture on it, I think for the board game purposes. I mean, overall, I think the large miniatures are definitely the draw of this box. If you're getting into the box just for the miniatures and not for the game, they're very highly detailed, and they are pretty good representations of the monsters in the game. And here we have the other two little sets of miniatures here. One of the arrows got bent, but goes right back in place. Then here we have the player characters. And as you can see, they are a little bit chunkier than the average D&D miniature, unfortunately. I know this probably won't bother a lot of people, but I know other people want their stuff to be perfectly in scale. And these miniatures are just a little bit bigger than 28mm D&D miniatures. On the table, you can see some of the bases are larger than the D&D miniatures. But overall, they would probably look better with the Reaper miniatures, because the Reaper miniatures end up being a little bit chunkier than the standard D&D pre-painted stuff. So you can see here the kind of Crusader guy on the right there is perfectly in scale with the Dark Souls. And here we have a Reaper Bones miniature that's a Pathfinder miniature. He looks pretty much in scale with the Dark Souls guy there. And here we have the newest Nulzur's Unpainted Monk. She's kinda looks in scale, but as you match them up with the other enemy miniatures, they're a good size larger. And they're almost too big. I mean, if they were kind of like skeletons of larger creatures, maybe. And this, of course, is where this set actually shines. The large miniatures look amazing next to the D&D stuff. So these miniatures here will look just amazing on the table. All your players would probably get a kick out of facing off some enemies that they recognize from Dark Souls. So I'm a huge fan of this Dark Souls game. So overall, I would say, if you're not a fan of Dark Souls, I would say pass on this. There are much better miniatures out there that are better in scale with D&D stuff.